This controversy is the buzz of the town, but no one saw it coming. Two of the most infamous figures in hip-hop and romantic history, Kirk Frost and Mendeecees Harris, were recently barred from reality TV after years of tremendous drama, shocking betrayals, and jaw-dropping incidents. Finally, their reign has stopped. Until now, the twist has remained secret. But what really happened behind the scenes to result in this bold, startling decision from the producer's sources claimed that what started out as a cordial off-camera reconciliation between C members quickly turned into an uncontrollable brawl, with fists being thrown, egos being crushed, and by the end of the night, Kirk and Mendeecees Harris in a private after-show taping. However, nobody was prepared for what would happen. Superb the absence of confessionals and cameras. This is just a terrible, horrible reality that no one expected. But hold on, there's more to it than that. Or was there something far worse simmering in the background? Or was this just one violent altercation? Betrayals, secrets, and backstabbing are more prevalent in the controversy than anyone could have imagined. Put on your seatbelts, because we will be breaking everything down. Not many expected this. No one had predicted that the rivalry between Kirk Frost and Mendeecees Harris would escalate into such a major disaster. Even though it had been simmering beneath the surface for weeks, the love and hip-hop franchise was overturned when what started out as a simple conversation swiftly turned into a career-ending brawl. After the taping, which was meant to be a moment for the cast to air their grievances before the reunion episode, everything took place behind closed doors. There were no cameras around, no pressure, simply a chance to clear the air. Egos, resentments from the past, and reality stars who enjoy disruption will all lead to something eventually going off course. The reports that Mendeecees was disparaging Kirk behind his back and called him a washed-up has-been who only stayed relevant due to Rashida's hustling were initially rejected by Kirk. Although it was usual to have loose lips because hip-hop and love are drama-driven, Kirk was unable to dismiss the charges when other individuals started to back them up. Although Kirk and I had never been close, we did respect one another until recently. Conjecture turned into direct charges. Kirk reportedly admitted to producers that he was prepared to make up bogus beefs because he was so desperate to remain on the show. Kirk, in Mendeecees' opinion, was a burden and merely a remnant of past problems. Kirk took that personally. After all, he had been there from the beginning. So how could Ems accuse him of restricting the show? Before the fight, according to insiders, Kirk vented to the cast. This man just escaped from prison, and now he thinks that respect, not egos, is the key to running a business. Disdained his legacy, particularly on the part of Mendeecees. To defuse the situation, Kirk reportedly pulled Mendeecees away for a private discussion before the reunion tape, but Mendeecees would not listen. Mendeecees allegedly scoffed. "Maybe you should fix what's broken if you're worried about what I'm saying." All it took was Kirk's jaw clenching and his face contorting in rage. A heated argument quickly descended into a full-fledged yelling war, and the producers and actors looked on in shock as the tension in the room reached a boiling point. "You are on this show as a guest." "Hey, Kirk," exclaimed. Pointing to Mendeecees, Kirk pushed Mendeecees over the side of a chair by pushing his back into it before security could respond. "This was built by me before you arrived." Then Mendeecees leaped at Kirk and grabbed his shirt. And in a few seconds, cast members were screaming, chairs were being flipped over, glasses were being broken, and punches were flying. Yandy Smith said that although security rushed in, neither man was giving up. Although Mendeecees' wife was yelling at him to stop, the damage had already been done while Rashida was desperately attempting to draw Kirk away. Was already finished. It was all caught on camera, which was the worst part. The video went viral minutes after the altercation began, and someone took out their phone at that very moment. The hip-hop industry was in a frenzy, with one producer even saying, "This isn't just reality TV drama. This is career-ending." Kirk's face was contorted with anger behind the scenes as he was pulled into a room, still furious. Filming was immediately stopped by the producers since the brawl was so shocking and brutal. It was not drama this time. Rather, it was dangerous and destructive. And once the film leaked, it was too much. It had crossed a line that executives couldn't uncross by any means. Executives had already decided that fights were inevitable and a typical occurrence on reality TV. "This isn't real," Kirk Frost reportedly exclaimed as he paced back and forth. "They need me," after he and Mendeecees Harris were fired the next morning without warning or second chances. Rashida was wiser. "Even though I've been here from the beginning." Kirk was not merely a member of the ensemble. He was a member of the hip-hop and love royalty who had built his brand and made money moves. Now, he was being discarded like everything else when you touched Mendeecees, and it came out. News for today: he was seated with Yandy in their living room when he got the call. "No way," he answered, shaking his head. "I bring too much to this show. They need me." Yandy didn't flinch. "So that's it. They're just done with you." Fans were divided as a result of the quick fallout. Some backed Mendeecees, saying that Kirk had no excuse for touching someone, regardless of who was right, while others backed Kirk, saying that Mendy had no right to talk down to an original cast member. There was no denying that this was one of the biggest controversies in the Love and Hip Hop series history. It was unexpected, but now it's the talk of the town. Harris from Mendeecees and Kirk Frost, two of the most notorious figures in hip hop and love history, have recently been removed from reality TV after years of incredible drama, shocking betrayals, and jaw-dropping moments. Not a single twist has been lost from behind the scenes. Until now, though, what really happened behind the scenes? The cast members' intended amicable off-camera reconciliation quickly turned into an uncontrollable brawl, with fists being thrown and egos being shattered. And by the end of the night, nobody was prepared for what would happen when tensions finally flared up during a private after-show taping. What was the origin of the creator's bold, surprising choice? Tension, according to sources, has been rising for weeks. Kirk and Mendeecees Harris were split up for good. This is a brutal, cruel reality that no one expected. But hold on, there's more to it than meets the eye. No more cameras, no more confessionals. Or was there something worse simmering in the background? Or was this really just one violent altercation? The controversy involves more backstabbing, secrets, and betrayals than anyone could have imagined. We are going to break everything down, so settle down.